This is the weather forecast video for Sunday, June the 10th, 2012. Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening, you can see some complexes of showers and thunderstorms over the Dakotas and over southern Canada, and some cloudiness over the southeast with a disturbance that produced quite a bit of rain along the Gulf Coast, especially in Pensacola, Florida. The watch warning map from just before midnight shows a severe thunderstorm watch over central South Dakota, some red flag warnings across the west, along with some frost and freeze advisories, and some air quality advisories over the Great Lakes. The QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, shows some decent amounts of rain around here, maybe a quarter, half inch, maybe up to 2/3 of an inch, with the heaviest rain across the southeast and up the eastern seaboard. Along with this comes severe weather. This is the severe weather risk for today. A slight risk of severe weather extends for almost all of Minnesota, all of Iowa except for the eastern part, Wisconsin, down into north central Oklahoma. Here's the tornado outlook for today and tonight. The better chances of seeing a tornado will be across Minnesota and far northwestern Wisconsin, say the Twin Cities, Duluth, and up to St. Cloud, Brainerd, and Bemidji. The wind outlook, damaging wind outlook for today and tonight, the standard 15% in a slight risk from northern Minnesota and the Iron Range down through western Iowa into eastern Kansas and north central Oklahoma. And the large hail outlook for today and tonight, the better chances of seeing some large hail will be from about the Twin Cities northward through Duluth, International Falls, and Hibbing. So let's take a look here. This is the Cape values. This is from the NAM at 7 p.m. this evening. And look here, it shows Cape values around the state upwards of about 1,000 to maybe 2,000 joules per kilogram. And the GFS shows that the Cape values, or the convective available potential energy, looks to be about 1,500 to maybe 25 to 3,000 joules. So we'll see about that. So let's take a look at it. The 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. There's the energy kicking out into the plains. The ridge still over the south and east, except for a disturbance along the southeastern coast. That'll be producing rainfall there. Here comes the frontal system, the low in southern Canada. Showers, thunderstorms, some of which could become severe across the plains and moving into the upper Midwest and central plains. Monday, this will be moving across the state. By Monday afternoon, it should be leaving the state probably by mid-afternoon, say about 3 p.m. After that, skies will clear. Winds will switch to the north and west, and by Tuesday, it'll be a lot cooler. Instead of highs in the possibly around 90 or lower 90s today, we'll see highs in around 80 with much lower humidities. Same thing goes for Wednesday. There's another disturbance coming our way. Some rain showers and storms across Oklahoma. A couple of scattered rain chances across the plains. Thursday, we're back to it being dry again, unlike yesterday, which showed Thursday was going to be somewhat possibly wet around here. So we'll still remain cautious with some chances or possibly of some rain, or a little 10% or less, I'd say. And even Friday, maybe 10 or maybe 20%, with a disturbance moving across the Dakotas and Minnesota once more. Heading into Saturday, start off the next weekend, here comes the system with some showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Now, this one doesn't look as vigorous as the one of today, so severe weather is probably doubtful with this, but we'll see. And a week from today, here on the 17th, we have somewhat of a broad trough over the plains and upper Midwest, ridge over the east and beginning over California, and it looks like a lot of rain and possibly a tropical system over the Caribbean, and we're going to have to take a look at that in case this blocks systems from moving on to the east. A couple days later, the 21st, pretty much west-east flow, a bit of a broad trough over the west, ridge over the south and east. And at the surface, we see some rain showers around here. Could there be some? It's possible. There's a frontal boundary, it looks like, near here, with some rain across the Gulf Coast as well. This is the northern tier of the country. And at the end of the forecast on the 25th, Oh boy, here's that heat bubble again. It seems to always be around, but it seems to be pushing itself further and further back into the month of June. And with that, the rain will be well away from us, well to our north, well to our south, well to our east, and it's just going to be hot and sultry. So let's look for that in future runs. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one on Monday.